Good morning, people. Welcome back to the channel on a bright Wednesday, but it's supposed to rain a bit later. Right, before we get into this today, the faceless cowards. You know who I mean. The harassment continues, and you know, to prove their corruption and how they roll on this. Now, we've all seen my subscriber count on the videos. For the last 2 months or so, it's been stuck at 164. Went up a couple, went down, went up a couple, went down, which you'd expect. You know, my videos aren't for everybody, the channel isn't for everybody. Don't mind that, never have, I knew that. But last weekend, the subs went up to 170, which meant a rise of 6. And then I looked in the analytics, and it says in there, in the last 28 days, the subs went up by 27. No, they didn't, YouTube. Not even for a fucking moment did they go up by 27 in the last 28 days. So, come on then, you faceless twats. What's your excuse this time? What's your reason this time? Because you felt like it? Oh, I forgot. You're above corruption, aren't you? You know, I've got this vision of some little oik sat at a desk with a bin full of sticky tissues by the table. You know, well, I think they're constantly satisfying themselves. Oh, we had him in the bin. I do honestly think they get some perverse enjoyment out of what they do to subscribe to creators. You're fine if you've got funny cat videos. You're fine if you've got car crash videos. Speak the truth. They start harassing you, and as far as I'm concerned, they're sat there jacking off with enjoyment about it. You know, it's absolutely ridiculous. Corruption at its best. The core value of freedom of expression, and they break that core value at every press of a button. Anyway, let's get on with today. I have got to go out again later. But let's have a look first. Well, Canada. What just happened there? Well, we've got the tyrannical Trudeau passed the bill and approved it. The emergency powers bill, although he's not saying what powers they are, which gives him basically unlimited powers of oppression on his people, freezing their bank accounts for nothing other than a peaceful protest, including businesses that supported him or any corporation that supported him. He's freezing their bank accounts. And then he had the cheek to say that it's a democratic country. You prick. Now, you've gone to the top of that list of dictators in this world. You're way above Shergar down there in New Zealand. And you're leaps and bounds above Andrews in Australia. Most of the Western leaders just can't be bothered with you. That was seen quite obviously on TV. What, you know, they want nothing to do with you, pretty boy. Most of your people in your country don't want nothing to do with you. You've got the press lying for you, like ours did over here, I must admit. And you've accused the protesters of being Nazis and all sorts of things. Yet the videos out there, which now you're deciding that have to come down, prove otherwise, don't they? Yeah, well, don't forget, a lot of people have those videos still. You can pull them down off there. They'll just go up on other platforms. They'll still go back up, and they'll keep going back up to prove what an arsehole you are. But enjoy it while you can, because I don't think you'll be there much longer, mate. Now, another story that's come out now. Now, this is something I did mention over a year back. The government want to regulate these prepaid funeral businesses. Now, as most of you know, I've got family in the funeral business, in particular, a funeral director. Now, she passed on a bit of advice a long time ago, which I'm going to pass on to everybody out there now. Do not take out one of these policies, no matter how reputable the company is. Most of the time, they won't pay out what they say they're going to pay out. They will not cover the costs of a funeral unless you just want an absolute basic thing. They scare people by telling them how much a funeral can cost. Well, you cut that number down that they give you by 2/3 and you get the true cost of a funeral. Unless you want something really extravagant. They're saying with guests and stuff like that. Well, guests pay for themselves. You don't pay for them to get to a funeral. You don't pay to accommodate them. That's up to them. And these people will not cover it. And the best advice she gave was the money you'd pay them, put it in a bank account. Open a bank account. Make sure that you've got someone else who can have access to that account, even after your death. I believe you can do that at a bank. And that money will sit there and be added to every month, just like one of these funeral plans. The only difference is you'll get back every penny you paid in, and you will earn the interest on it, not these companies. And that comes straight from a funeral director. Heed those words. And oh god, yeah, Jab It All now has come out and started the fear campaign, just planting them little seeds. Get the 4th jab in the spring. Save the world. It's going to come back. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be stronger. Whatever he fucking says. Well, jab it. I've had not number 1, not number 2, not number 3. And that goes to number 4. I've never been tested. I've never been jabbed. I've never isolated. I never even took any notice of lockdown. And I'm certainly going to ignore every bit of crap you come out with now. I'm still here, and I've got underlying conditions at 60 years old. Now, as you know, people, I'm not anti-vax. Never have been. So at YouTube, fuck off. I'm not anti-vax. I am pro-choice. I do not have it because I have the right to choose not to. Okay? And before I go now, today, a little bit of fun that I said I was going to have yesterday. I've got some good news. little cat is free of COVID. And believe it or not, I half expected that to turn out positive, but she's negative, she's safe, so she can bite me again if she wants. But I mean, I've got 6 more to go. I'm sure to find something to test. I might go and stick it up the neighbour's dog's ass or something, see what that does to it. But anyway, guys, until the next time, there may be a video tomorrow, there may not, I don't know. Fridays, I never know what happens. It's pointless reporting on the news at the moment because it's all Ukraine, Russia, Ukraine, Russia. We can't trust a word anybody's saying on it out there, and Bojo is just firing blanks at them, shutting down 5 of their banks and a few individuals. Yeah, that's really going to hurt a minute, you absolute knob. But anyway, till the next one, people. As always, my respects to each and every one of you, and thank you very much for your support. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay strong, stay free from tyranny. Be safe out there, people.